my beloved baseball fans. I am Vince Russo. I used to be the head writer of the WWE Attitude Era. I used to be the head writer of WCW. I used to be the head writer of TNA. I used to be an on-air talent. I used to be a producer. Now I am a podcaster at russosbrand.com. And now I like to consider myself a professional fantasy baseball player. What makes me a professional? Quite simply, I have been playing fantasy baseball for some 25 years. And prior to fantasy baseball, I was probably like a lot of you out there. I was a fan of the San Francisco Giants, and I followed every Giant game, and I followed the box scores. And if it wasn't the Giants, I was not interested. That is the beauty of fantasy baseball. When I was introduced to this game, all of a sudden, every game becomes important because every game has implications because you have your players playing on other teams. So all of a sudden now you want to watch all these games, not your favorite team. And you wind up sitting there in front of the TV watching games that you never watched before. And you really become a fan of the game. And that's how I fell in love with fantasy baseball. I am not a fantasy football guy. I'll tell you why. Because fantasy football is luck. If your first pick gets hurt in week 1, you are screwed. There is no skill to that. There is a lot of luck with that. In fantasy baseball, it is all skill. You are managing your team over the course of 162 games. You got to check the lineups every day. You got to be on top of it. You got to see who's on the waiver wire. You got to see who's injured. You got to see who's coming up from the minor leagues. So I'm telling you, if you are an avid baseball fan, this is for you. And like me, you will get addicted because every year, at the end of the year, I say, that's it. I'm taking next year off. But I never can, bro. As February starts rolling around in March, I am right back in the game. Now, through my podcast on russosbrand.com, in the past, we've had many leagues. I think the most leagues we had were 3. And right now, we have 3 fantasy baseball leagues. I just opened up the 4th. So I am going to tell you how to get into one of those leagues, compete, make 5.5 times the investment on yourself. But I'm going to get you excited about this because I don't want anybody going into this blind. So what I am going to do now is I am going to share my screen with you. We are going to walk through some things because I am going to show you how simple this is and how anyone can play fantasy baseball and be good at it. Now, I'm going to start with once you sign up for one of my leagues. This is fantasy baseball. This is League 1. As I said, we just opened up our 4th league. You don't have to worry about anything. I will register you in the league. All you have to do is accept the invite. And as you could see, man, we play in Yahoo Fantasy Baseball. We play in a points league, and there are 10 teams in every league. So as you could see, this is League 1, and it's already full. Now, I'm going to walk you through this to show you how easy this is. I am going to go to the commissioners page because I am the commissioner of every league. Now I'm going to go to rosters and settings, and I am first going to show you the Roster. Well, yeah, I'll show you the let me show you the roster first. So this is your fantasy baseball team. This is who is going to be starting in your lineup. There is a draft, and you are going to be drafting players for these positions. So every day, just like a major league manager, you set your lineups. And this is how you set your lineups every day. I'm going to walk you through this. It is easy. You have one catcher, one first baseman, one second baseman, one third baseman, one shortstop, one corner infielder, one middle infielder, three outfielders, and two utility batters. So this is how you set your lineup every day. Who's going to be my catcher? Who's going to be my first baseman, second, et cetera, et cetera. Then once you fill your whole team, you have two utility spots, and those can be any positions. So then we go to the pitching, and you will need 5 starters, just like a regular baseball team. You get 4 relievers. You'll probably get 2 closers, and you'll probably get 2 eighth inning guys that will get holes for you. If you can get 4 closers, that's great, but that's going to be difficult. So plan on getting 2 closers and 2 guys that are going to handle the 8th inning. They will get you points when it comes to holes. Then basically miscellaneous. Well, then you also have 2 other pitches that can be anything. Relievers, starters, but that's what you'll need, about 11 pitchers going in. Then you've got an injury list. If a guy gets hurt, you don't got to drop that guy. You put him on the injured reserve. You got 5 spots for that. You got 3 spots for inactive players, and it'll show you on Yahoo. NA. Those are usually minor leaguers. So you could sock away 3 minor leaguers, and then you have 7 players on your bench. So those are the roster positions. As you could see, pretty easy. Now we are going to go how this thing works. This is a scoring system. So once you have your starting lineup that you will draft, and we can go over the draft in another video as we go closer. Once you have your starting lineup, now every player accumulates points on a daily basis. Whoever has the most points at the end of the year is the winner of the league. And this is how the points break down. If a player scores a run, it's 1 point, a single, 1 point, a double, 2 points, triples, 3 points, home runs, 4 points, runs batted in, 1 point, sacrifice hit, 1 point, sacrifice fly, 1 point, stolen base, 3 points, caught stealing, -1, walks, 1 point, intentional walk, 1 point, hit by a pitch, 1 point. I just added this year. If your player grounds into a double play, he loses a point. If your player hits a grand slam, he gets 3 points. Now, this is how the pitching works. A win. If a pitcher gets a win, it's 10 points. If he takes a loss, it's -5. If he throws a complete game, it's 10 points. A shutout is 10 points. If your closer gets a save, it's 7 points. If your pitcher records an out, it's 1 point. If your pitcher gives up a hit, it's -1 point. If your pitcher gives up an earned run, -1 point. If your pitcher gives up a home run, -1 point. If your pitcher gives up a walk, -1 point. If your pitcher hits a batter, -1 point. If your pitcher gets a strikeout, that is 1 point. So it would actually be 2 points because you get a point for the out, then you'll get an additional point for the strikeout. And then if your pitcher comes in, holds the lead, you get 4 points. A quality start, if your starter goes 6 innings and gives up 3 earned runs or less, 5 points. If your reliever blows the save, it's -3. And that's usually ugly because if your closer blows the save, he's probably going to get the loss. So it's going to be -3 for the blown save, -5 for the loss. So that's going to be -8 right there. So that is how the scoring is. And like I said, every single day, your starting lineup is accumulating points every single day. Now, I need to show you something very important. I'm going to go to league settings. Now, basically, every one of your positions gets 162 games. That is how many games are in a season. If you are over that amount, this is going to tell you, it is going to tell you if you are under at each position or if you are over. If you start going over, you might want to bench that position to even things up. Your starting pitchers combined get 1,400 innings for the year. This is extremely important because there's a lot of fantasy players, man, that don't pay attention to this. They throw 5 pitchers every single day. All of a sudden, we get into September and they are out of innings. This is usually when Vinny Rue comes creeping up because I manage my innings. You are only allotted 9 innings per day. You got to manage those innings. So as you can see, it is relatively simple. It is a points league. Every year you accumulate points. Every day, you accumulate points over the course of 162 games. You constantly play the waiver wire. You could drop players. You could add players. This is like you are managing your own all-star team. And this is the beauty. This is what gets you into every single game. I'm not a Phillies fan, but if Bryce Harper is on my team, I want to watch the Philly game to see what Bryce Harper does. I am not a Met fan. If I've got Max Scherzer in my starting rotation, that game now means something to me. It is now important. So all of a sudden, you were following just one team your entire life. Now you are following the entire team. So let me explain to you how you can now get into the league. As I said, I just opened up my 4th league. We have about 8 slots left in that league. I play in every single league, and I play to win. So you're going to be competing against me in every single league. You'll be able to trade with me. There's trading in this league. It's just like you are the GM/manager of a professional baseball team. So I am telling you, if you love baseball, you have not enjoyed it to its absolute capacity. I promise you that. I had life before fantasy baseball and life after fantasy baseball. So let me tell you now how you become a part of the league. You have to go to my Patreon. It's right there on the screen. Write it down. patreon.com/VR, Vince Russo, FBB Fantasy Baseball. That's patreon.com/VR FBB. Now, there are 3 packages, and you can choose one of the 3. Number 1 is play ball. And that is if you are a fantasy baseball player, but you are already in various leagues and you don't want to get in another league. Real simple, bro. If you just want to get to the play ball level, you will have access to my fantasy baseball podcasts. And they will be at least every other day. I'm thinking probably 3 to 5 per week, where I am going to give you the latest on what's going on in fantasy baseball. I'm going to give you tips. I'm going to give you sleepers. I'm going to give you busts. I'm going to tell you who to keep an eye on in the minor leagues. I am going to tell you who you may want to drop, who you may be looking to trade for. I am going to give you all this advice on the podcast. That will be at least 3 to 5 podcasts per week. So the cost of that is $5 per month. This will get you through the entire season, $5 per month, and I will constantly be giving you fantasy baseball advice. Number 2 is the home run tier. This is $10 a month, and I'll tell you why. You're going to get the same podcast, at least 3 to 5 every other week. However, you will secure yourself a spot in one of my fantasy leagues. So if you sign out for the home run for $10, you have now secured a spot. Now, once you secure a spot, if you want to register a team and play in a league, the registration fee is $100. But that $100 goes in a pool. So that pool with 10 teams becomes $1,000, including my money. It becomes $1,000. And at the end of the year, all that money is paid out. None of it goes to Vinny Roo. All of it is paid out. First place, you get $550. Second place, you get $300. And third place, you get $150. So the $100 registration fee goes into a pool, and that gets paid out to the first, second, third place winners throughout the year. Now, a lot of people get confused. You've got to join the home run in order to secure a spot. However, that's one time. That is only one time. So the following month, you can drop down to the play ball level if you like, or you can cancel out of Patreon altogether, which I really hope you don't, because there's going to be a lot of great information on here, like literally on a weekly basis. If I am not doing a podcast, I am giving you articles that you should be reading and you should be looking at least on a daily basis. So $10 guarantees you the spot. You register your team for $100, goes into a pool. The following month, like I said, you can either drop down to $5 or you can opt out of the Patreon program altogether, which, as I said, I hope you don't. With that, you will also get a weekly newsletter where I will break down for you the picks of the week. You'll also get 3 bonus picks that you're not going to get on the podcast. It's only going to be for the home run level. You're going to get 3 bonus picks. Now we go to the granddaddy, bro. We go to the Grand Slam, bro. This is $25 a month, but this is what you get for the Grand Slam. You get all the podcasts. You get all the articles. You get all the columns. You get all the stories. You get a guaranteed spot in the Fantasy Baseball League. You get the weekly newsletter. You get 5 bonus picks that are not going to be on the podcast. These are going to be Vinny Rue's secret picks, 5 of them, and you get a monthly video chat with me, just like this. You will get an invite into the room, and we will discuss fantasy baseball. Any questions you have, any advice you may be seeking, maybe you're contemplating a trade, maybe you're contemplating dropping a player, picking up a player, there will be a video chat with me once a month. So keep that in mind. Those are the 3 tiers. Now, what I also want to tell you about, guys, is my Twitter. Sign up for my Twitter, bro. This is free. I am putting up information on here on a daily basis. It costs you nothing to sign up for my Twitter page. The handle is at, right here, Russo's FBB. Let me share this screen with you so you could see what it looks like. This costs you nothing, and it will give you very, very helpful hints. I am on here daily, bro, with fantasy baseball info right here at Russo's FBB. And guys, you can see I already posted a couple of things today right here, man. Dusty Baker told reporters Sunday that Jordan Alvarez is still not swinging a bat. Alvarez dealt with left-handed discomfort last year, and they are playing it slow after soreness cropped back up in camp. Alvarez is going in first round in drafts, but this news may cause him to drop. That is very, very, very important for you guys as you get ready for your draft. So follow me. Again, let me just go to my profile. At Russo's FBB. Last but not least, bro, YouTube, man. You see, man, we are just starting this. I've only got 10 subscribers to my YouTube page. So, guys, sign up on YouTube, man. There's going to be some free videos on here. And all you have to do, here is the address up top, youtube.com/ at Vince Russo's FBB. That is my YouTube page. That is where you are watching this live right now. So there it is, guys. If you have a love for baseball like I do, I guarantee you can multiply that love 100 times. You will actually feel like you are a general manager. You are an owner of your own team. And there's a pot of gold at the end of this. There is no way you can play fantasy baseball for free. I'm telling you guys this because it will take up too much of your time. There must be a payoff. This must be an investment on not only your time, but your absolute love for the game. That is what you are investing in. And I got to tell you guys, man, before I got into fantasy baseball, that first year was a learning curve for me. Nobody was smartening me up. Everybody wanted to win the league. Nobody was smartening me up. But this is exactly what I'm doing for you. I am smartening you up to let you know the ins and the outs. So even if you've never played before, you can compete immediately. And guys, the season starts on March 30th. March 30th is the first game. You want to sign up on Patreon as soon as possible, because a lot of the drafts are, starting 2 weeks from today. And you want to be prepared for the drafts. You want me to show you how to draft. You want me to give you helpful hints in drafting. You don't want to miss that. because your draft is going to be vital to you. So you need to do the work. You need to do the research. And that's what I'm going to be prepping you for. As a matter of fact, for that $25 Grand Slam tier, the first video with me is going to be on Tuesday. It is going to be on Tuesday, guys. I still have some spots left if you want to get in on that video with me. And as I said, man, I will answer all and any questions as it relates to fantasy baseball. Guys, there is a sense of urgency here. Spring training games have already started, man. You could start scouting who you want to draft. Start looking at some of these rookies that might have an impact on the big club. Right after that, we got the World Baseball Classic. Right after that, bro, it is going to be time to play ball. Opening day is about a month away. Don't waste this good information. Don't wait till the last minute. Join me. Let's have a blast, man. Patreon.com/VRFBB. Yes, take me out to the ball game, baby. That is it, everybody. I hope to see you on Patreon. I hope to see you in one of my leagues competing against me. Do you have what it takes to take me down? Can you imagine the bragging rights alone? If you beat Vinny Rue at his own game. That's it, everybody. Patreon.com/VRFBB. Yes, it is time to play ball.